Hello everyone, I am Priyanka Devsarkar, instructor for this online MATLAB workshop. I welcome you all for this workshop and I would like to thank Workshop Organizing Committee, HOD Mechanical, Professor Bhosle sir and PES Modern College of Engineering for giving me this opportunity to deliver the session on Introduction to MATLAB and their engineering applications. So let's start with our first session, getting started with MATLAB user interface. In this session, we learn about the comprehensive introduction to the MATLAB computing environment, which is very helpful to improve your programming as well as analytical knowledge, and there is no need of any prior experience and programming skill sets required to learn MATLAB. There are many questions in your mind. Why we learn MATLAB? What is the MATLAB? And what are the applications in engineering background? What is the use of MATLAB in engineering? So these questions we are in this session. So firstly, what is MATLAB? MATLAB is a language of technical computing. The MATLAB stands for Matrix Laboratory, which is very helpful to manipulate the matrices, manipulate the data in the matrices, and which is helpful for the computing, plotting, analysis kind of stuff. MATLAB is a very interactive program to compute the numerical data, computation which is useful to compatibility with hardware, and some visualization kind of functions are there in this MATLAB. So who developed the MATLAB? MATLAB is developed by a famous mathematician and programmer, Claude Moller, who is the author of these two packages, that is LinPack, that is linear system packages, which are used to provide the solution to the numerical kind of function which are displayed in our digital computers. And ISPack is the eigensystem packages, which is related with the matrix functions, eigenvalues, and these eigenvalues are the magnitude of the function, and which is very helpful to transform the one function to the another function. But these two packages are written in Fortran language. Claude Moller developed the MATLAB to access these two packages for the matrix software. The next is the MATLAB features. MATLAB is a very extensive tool and it has very high performance in the field of computation, visualization, and it is very easy to use for the end user. So it is very easy to use. Second, it is a high level language. So why high level language? Because it has a wide set of data. There is a multiple data types are available, so which represent some integer value, some float value, some string value, some character value. So like that, multiple data are available to compute them in the programming stuff. Then multiple functions are available. Some functions are inbuilt functions and some functions are user defined function. We can create the function. Then control flow statements. Control flow statements are required to execute the program manually or properly in the command prompt, or as per the need of our application, we can control the statements using control flows. Some input-output interfaces are required. Then some graphical interfaces like 2D plots and 3D plots are available in tool. It is object-oriented programming capabilities because it binds the data with the particular function. So binding between the data and function is very important. This MATLAB has very important feature like it is a object-oriented programming language. Desktop environment is very helpful for experimentation, exploration of research work and some discovery kind of stuff. Then why MATLAB is important for every engineer? Because there is a large set of data we have to create, we have to access, and we can simulate them. And that data can be processed with some transformation, some feature extraction, and that extracted data we can apply to the predictive models. So that predictive models are nothing but some artificial intelligence kind of systems, and that artificial kind of system gives some visualization effect by accessing or by integrating with the other languages. So this is the end-to-end application of the MATLAB. So for every data set, we can source that data set, we can simulate that data set, then perform some transformation kind of stuff on that data set, then deploy that data set, develop that data set into some model, and deploy that data set to the visual kind of thing. So MATLAB is widely used in embedded system, some data analysis application, robotics application, image processing, and integration with the other languages for the data visualization purpose. Industrial applications are, we can automate the data for automotive work, The MATLAB is used in robotic application, for defense application, and some aerospace model we can develop in this software. So MATLAB is very important for every stream, for every engineer, for every student. So firstly, when we start with the MATLAB, the desktop tools are appear in front of us. So let's start with our MATLAB application. When we start the MATLAB application, this kind of window appear in front of us. So the main window is the command window. So why we use command window? Command window is the window where we execute the set of instruction, or we can say execute the one by one instruction in this window. So the very first and very important window is the command window. Command window is used to run the function or set the variable one by one. So let's start with our first command, that is cd. So we have to change the directory or check the directory, so where our folder is located or our folder is pointed out. So let's see where our folder is pointed out right now. So our folder is pointed out to the C drive, MATLAB Workshop 20 folder and session 1. So this folder is appear in this current folder window. So let's see. Here the path is there and hierarchy is given in this. So C drive has this kind of folders. Out of that, MATLAB Workshop is there, and in the MATLAB Workshop there are multiple sessions folders are there, and out of that session our current directory is pointing to the session 1. So this path will get by this command cd. Then next, how to set the variable from the command window. So I enter variable a and hit enter. It executes the code, but it gives some error. So what error say? So it is a error message which comes in the red color. So it is undefined function or variable a. So till now I am not declaring any variable in the MATLAB. So for declaring the variable there is a syntax. That syntax is nothing but, if we declare variable with some value, so it assign this value to the variable a, and where it appear, this value is appear in the workspace, that is a, the variable name is a and whose value is 10. So like that we can create multiple variables with some assignments, like b is equals to 20. Then second variable is again appear in this workspace, that is variable b with value 20. Then let's do some operations on this two window, because MATLAB is used to perform the numerical operations or some math functions. So we can perform the basic operation like a plus b. So a plus b gives some result, that is answer is 30, because addition is done, but we are not assigning any variable to get that answer, or we are not defining any variable to store this value 30. So by default it take variable answer equals to, and that variable is appear in this workspace. The next operation, if you perform a minus b, then what happen? Again the result is stored in the answer variable, and that answer variable is get overwritten with the current value, that is minus 10. Previous values get deleted, so that for every variable, if you want to store every variable, every value in this MATLAB, we can create the new variable to store the value in that variable. Now to clear the screen we have the command as clc. So that means it clears the screen, but the created variables are available in our workspace. So no need to fear to lose those variables using clc command. clc command is the command to clear the only command window screen, the variables which are already stored in our workspace, until and unless we use clear command. So by using clear command we can clear the variable by its name. If we want to clear variable a, we don't want variable a should be appear in our workspace, so we write the command clear a. So automatically it clears the a from the workspace. Then again if we use clear all, then all the variables which are created previously, that will be cleared from the workspace. So these three windows we see, one is current folder, second is command window, and third is workspace. And next is the command history. Till now, how many commands we are using in command window, that commands are appear in the command history. So from A, so some previous commands are also appear in this command history, but currently we are starting with the cd command, executing cd command, then create some variable, perform some operations, and then clear screen and clear variable command be executed. Then next is the global tools or global menus. So for this MATLAB, these are the global menus, that is home, plot, application, and some shortcuts are available. So first tab is the home tab. Inside the home tab, some file operations we can do, like create new file, open new file, like that. Then some variable manipulations we can done by importing data, by creating new variables. Then for coding purpose or coding analysis, we can use this coding kind of stuff, means execute our code, run the code, analyze code, create report, clear some command, then clear command is there. Then Simulink library is available in this MATLAB. Simulink is used to represent graphically. Simulink library is available in the MATLAB, and which is very helpful to represent numerical methods or numerical problems with graphical and diagrammatically. We can model that method and execute or analyze that method graphically in this Simulink. Then some layouts we can set, adjust the layout, means how we have to appear the screen in cascaded mode. So this is the 1x3 kind of displays there, means one row, 3 columns. So 3 different screens we are seen in the same front end. One is current folder, second one is the command window, and third one is workspace. So like that we can set the layout. Next one is the plot. So here we can set the variable to the plot, means we can create the plot using that variables. So there are multiple graphical representation plots are available in the plot menu. Then application. So there are some file related applications are there, and there are function related applications are there, like curve fitting, optimization of code, some system analyzers are there. So these are some global tabs which is available, and shortcut tabs means some shortcut menus we can use from this global tab. Now get back to the screen. Now next one is the editor. So how we get the editor? Editor is get from this new script, or new functions are available, like we can create new script, we can create new function also, that is user defined function obviously. Some examples are there, some classes we can create, some object models we can create, some graphical user interfaces we can create, and some Simulink models we can create from this new tab. Now our next window is the editor window. So go to the script window, and some editor window is appear. So why we use editor window? Editor window is used to execute multiple line of code. In the command window, what happen? After entering one command to the MATLAB, then we use input command. Input and write some script. So here is my command window. So this is my script to be executed in this command window. So after hit enter, so it execute only single line of code. So here output is displayed, that is here is my command window. So that print statement get displayed with the input command. But in editor, multiple line of code we can execute at the same time. So we can write the code for. Now start with the editor window by clicking new, select script, or we can use Ctrl N to create new script window. So script editor is used to execute multiple line of code or sequential line of code at a time, but in command window we can access one command at one time. So again, if we create variable x is equals to 10.50, and that float value we can create. but at a time only one command is executed. But if we write y is equals to 99.9 semicolon, the semicolon represent, see, if we write y is equals to 99.9 and semicolon represent end of statement, so no any output is appear in our screen, but the output is appear in our workspace. The workspace contain two values that are x and y. So in command window only one command at a time we can execute. Now start with the editor window. Editor window is used to execute multiple line of code. So start with our first code. So we should write comment, and which is very good representation of code. So write the code, write the program, we say write the program for calculator, we say. So basic operations we can perform by writing the code, and we get the input from users. So two numbers we get the input from users, that is value 1 is equals to. So we have to get the input from user, so we can use input function. So we have to enter our first number, enter value 1 semicolon and end of script and semicolon. So this statement represent, we are creating one variable, that is value 1. We get the input from the user for value 1. So like that second variable is also created. Copy this function and set the variable 2, enter the variable 2 we get. Then first operation, our first operation is the addition function. So addition we can perform in variable add. So add is equals to value 1 plus value 2. If we write semicolon, the output is not appear on our command window. Output is directly saved in our workspace. So for the sake of displaying, we remove this semicolon, because we have this output should be displayed on our screen. Then copy this syntax and paste it for 2 times to do the operation of subtraction. And so do the operation for subtraction, change the variable name as sub. If we write the same name, then it override the value, so that we have to change the comment. Comment is for good representation of this code. Then change the variable as multi, and last operation we can do as a division, we say, and change the variable as div. So don't worry about the syntax, or for we can take the further session to learn about the syntax. This is only just introduction of editor. This file store in the same location, that is MATLAB workshop session 1 with the file name calculator 1. Okay, calculator, and this is the M file, that is MATLAB file, so that MATLAB code file, so that we can write the extension .m, name the file, that is calculator, and save the code with the extension .m. .m represent M file, that is MATLAB code file. So we done with the code, that is calculator program. We say write the program for calculator, and we have to execute this script by using run command. So run command, if we say run, save and run, output is executed, and that output is displayed on this command window. So we enter the value. So the first line of our code is get displayed, that is enter value 1. So enter value 1, we enter value 100. Then enter value 2, second value we enter, that is 50. So automatically it generate the result. So it first get addition, 100 plus 50, it get subtraction. The problem is that we were not changing the operator so that it gives the same result. So it is a subtraction, it is a multiplication, and it is a division. Now again execute the code in the editor and option run. We can run with the shortcut key F5. Again we have to enter the value 100, second value 50. See, some error message is there at line number 13 of our code. So there is a mistake happen, that is multiplication is equals to value 1 we require, into and plus both operators are get appear in our program, so that error happens. So it is a undefined function error. Again run the script, again enter value 100 and enter value second value 50. So it execute the code properly now. So our addition is 150, subtraction is 50, 100 minus 50, multiplication is 100 minus 55,000, and division is 2. So all these variables are appear in our workspace, that is add, division, multiplication, subtraction, value 1 and value 2. But see, this command prompt is look like a messy. If we write CLC command here, then it clear the command automatically. But from the code we have to clear the screen. So to clear the screen, before writing the code, we have to add one command, that is CLC. So if we put CLC command and run the code, then it automatically clear the screen of command window. Again we enter the value 20, enter the value 10, then execute the code. So this code is look like a clean and clear type of output we get, and this output is gets again stored in the same workspace. So that is value 1, value 2, and there is another variables are also there, x and y. So if we want to clear the variable before executing of our code, then with the CLC we have to clear our workspace also. Then which command we use? That is clear all. Save this code and again run this code. Output is get appear in command window. Enter value 1, 10, second value is 5, and we get output. As soon as we enter the two values, these values will appear in the command window, and previously x and y values are get clear from the workspace. So like that, this editor windows output is appear in the command window, and all the variables which are stored in our program will get appear in the workspace. And the command history, we can say we get the command history from. So these many commands we can use in our script, in our code. Next, one simple program we try to execute in our command window to get the plot. So to get the plot, first we clear the screen. So to get the plot we need a vector. So our first vector, or we can say V, we have to create vector of 10 numbers. Suppose if we write 1:10, so it gives the output of 10 numbers by spacing of 1. So it is a one-dimensional array kind of vector. So it has only one row, we say. The value start with value 1 and end with 10. So colon represent scope of the variable, scope from 1 to 10. Then we write some function f is equals to, we write some square root of, we get square root of all the value of v. So sqrt is the function of square root. So In that function we use variable v. So square root of v, we get this type of number. Now we have to plot these two variables, that is v versus f. Then after hitting enter we get some plot, and this is nothing but our figure window. If we are plotting some or we are representing some variable, two variable in graphical manner, that graph will appear in the figure window. This figure window also has multiple tools. We can insert the text using insert T. We can view. There are multiple menu bars are available for the figure window. The important one is this snow plot tool. In this snow plot tool, we can format our graph with some color. So like that, if we are to change the color, so that is color map graph. To change this color to pink color background, or we can say, or we can write some name as a figure 1, let's say, or a square root plot. So that plot is get renamed, that is figure 1. Square root plot is there. Then some more options are there to change the color of this graph, color of the background, color of this actual graph. So it is a line kind of graph. We can change the format of graph, then width of that dots. We can set the different color of graph. We can set the marker. Different markers are available. So for each step we can add the marker also. So like that we can format our graph window with the help of this snow plot tool, or we can program it also. So in further lectures we see this in detail. Okay, this toolbar is called as a quick access toolbar. So in this we can quick save this file, create new file, and copy this file or paste this file. One important tool is help tool. MATLAB provides very good platform to help multiple environment in the MATLAB, multiple variables in the MATLAB. So we can use this quick access tool. From this tool we can search for the documentation kind of stuff like plot. So related to plot information is get gathered and display. So out of this, which kind of plot we need, if we need 2D plot, then go for the documentation of 2D plot, 2D time series plot. So multiple plot informations are available in this help. We can access with the command also. So write, if we know the command like plot, help for command plot. So it gives some documentation. Also we can refer this documentation for future purpose. So this documentation is very clean and clear and very informative. So first plot is information is provided, then syntax for plots are available, then description of plot is available, and some examples we can perform in our program. One command is there, that is if we write help win, then it automatically redirects the path to the help window. So this is the help window open with the command help win. One more command, that is look for. So look for with some command like square root, SQRT. So about the square root, there is multiple huge information with the MATLAB. So where square roots are used, where are those functions are available. So these many information get appear on the command window. So out of that, which information we need, click on that information and get the help. So help tool is very important in this. So let's go to the slide or presentation. So till now we learned about command line interface, which is the single line command. Executions are done in the command line interface. Then some basic functions we see, that is cd command, clear command, close command. And in help window, help is very essential. So help doc, help win, like command we see. Workspace and variable browsers have also learned about the editor and debugger window. Debugger is nothing but the execution of code. Debugger are nothing but the error finding tools or error finding windows. If errors are available, that will be displayed on the command window itself. Then this is a short exercise, that is non-graded exercise for you. So these are the simple questions related to the session. Go through this. So what is MATLAB stands for? It is a matrix laboratory. Then command, you have to search for this command to clear the command window. Then key combination you have to search. I will show the demonstration. See, take this command, look for square root, and immediately we want to stop our screen or stop the execution of code. Then press Ctrl C, so it automatically stop the execution of code. So thank you very much to attend the session. If you have any question, then drop your message to the YouTube comment box. Thank you.